From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Thursday, September 17th, 2015. Silver is trading at $14.84 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,117 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $231. Antiwar.com reports riled at his inability to break the filibuster on a bill to block the P5+1 nuclear deal with Iran. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell sought to dramatically undermine the deal by tacking a new set of conditions onto the Iran Sanctions Act, making U.S. compliance with the deal contingent on Iran endorsing Israel as a Jewish state. The assumption on Senator McConnell's part was that the Israeli link would make it impossible for senators to oppose it and would kill U.S. compliance with the nuclear pact in everything but name. It's not working. Instead, McConnell's resolution is fueling even more opposition to the Iran Sanctions Act than they had for a bill to block the nuclear deal, with Senate Democrats who were on his side before, including Chuck Schumer and Ben Cardin. With even more opposition from the Democrats, Senator McConnell is now facing the possibility that he will either have to abandon the amendment in another high-profile defeat, or face the prospect of losing the extension of the Iran Sanctions Act entirely over his amendment. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Coinbase. Coinbase is a simple and secure online Bitcoin wallet for sending, receiving, and storing Bitcoin. Get started at coinbase.fppradio.com. That's coinbase.fppradio.com. UPI reports Richard Glossop on Oklahoma's death row was granted a 2-week stay of execution by the state's Court of Criminal Appeals on Wednesday, 3 hours prior to his scheduled execution. Attorneys for Glossop filed an appeal late Tuesday after Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin said on Tuesday that she would not grant a stay of execution. The court responded with a stay. The court order read, due to Glossop's last-minute filing and in order for the court to give fair consideration to the material, including with his subsequent application for post-conviction relief, we hereby grant an emergency stay of execution for 2 weeks. The execution of Richard Eugene Glossop shall be reset without further order for September 30th, 2015. Glossop was to have been executed by lethal injection at 3 p.m. on Wednesday the 16th. The first in Oklahoma since the U.S. Supreme Court in June allowed the use of the drug midazolam in executions. Glossop's case has received international attention with over 270,000 signatures on an online petition to spare him from execution. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports a Pennsylvania hospital will not appeal a court ruling denying its request to auction off hundreds of bottles of vintage wine confiscated from a connoisseur, opening the way for the state police to destroy the haul. Chester County Hospital in West Chester, Pennsylvania had sought to exploit a provision in state law allowing confiscated liquor to be turned over to hospitals. It wanted to sell off the 1,352 bottles at a charity event. But Chester County Judge Edward Griffith ruled on Tuesday that legislators who wrote the law in 1935 intended the wine to be used for medicinal purposes. Pennsylvania bans most private liquor sales, allowing their purchase only at state liquor stores in nearly all instances. Restaurants and wine enthusiasts alike complain the law makes it nearly impossible to legally acquire many fine wines not sold in state stores, especially rare older vintages. In 2014, state police seized 2,447 bottles of fine wine with an estimated value of at least $125,000 from the home of Arthur Goldman after learning the lawyer was selling bottles from his collection to fellow enthusiasts. Goldman reached a settlement with the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office over the summer, allowing him to reclaim 1,047 bottles of his choosing. Of the remaining 1,400 bottles, 16 will be kept as evidence and 32 were accidentally broken. State officials said the rest will be destroyed. Jeff Johnson, a spokesman for the State Attorney General, said, "We understand the different sentiment about this in the court of public opinion. We are tasked with enforcing the liquor code as written." This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.